Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 13, episode 16. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So peeps, I am back from vacation. New Orleans was amazing. Mardi Gras was amazing. We seen several really awesome parades. I got a lot of beads. Don't judge me, peeps. Anyway, I had some great food. I had a great time. My girlfriends were there with me. They all had a great time. I always have a good time on girls' trips. Anyway, let's get into some of these housewife situations. I know you guys have probably seen it all over the place with Portia and, her husband possibly being deported and his alleged identity theft and alleged fraud. And, Portia signing this 360 deal with Bravo. So she is coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta for the next season. She also signed a deal with them that she can also be a part of scripted programs on Bravo. So, Portia's making a come up, and I think that it's perfect timing, considering that her husband may allegedly, be a scammer and a fraudster, allegedly, and may also possibly be deported. This could be the paycheck and the bag that she needs. So wishing Portia and her family the very best. All right, so these reunion looks. I'm just going to tell you up front. You all know that I have zero fashion sense. I do have zero fashion sense. But I wasn't in love with any of these looks. I was very unimpressed with all of these looks. I did like Erica's hair. She's doing something fancy at the top. In fact, I went online and somebody said they have no idea why Dorit showed up to the reunion looking like an esophagus. I don't know either. I really don't. I didn't enjoy this. I don't know where she was going. As a matter of fact, none of the ladies' dresses really stood out where I could say this is my favorite. You guys get down in the comments and let me know who's best dressed for this reunion. So before we get into the show, I wanted to just make a small announcement. I took a while, I got home a few days ago, but I took a while to watch the show and I took a while to make this video because I am questioning how much longer I want to stay on YouTube. It's been a long time, and for multiple reasons, I guess, I am not getting a lot of subscribers. I'm not getting a lot of views, and it is a lot of work. And so I'm starting to get kind of down and depressed about it. So I don't want to say that I'm going to quit YouTube, but what I will say is here pretty soon, I think that I am going to take a break from YouTube. I don't know, you guys. These are just my thoughts, and I like to share my thoughts and my feelings with the peeps. But I am thinking about quitting YouTube. I will say that. However, I will try to hang in there to finish up Potomac and to finish up Beverly Hills. And then after that, I may be either gone for good or just gone for a few months. All right, so let's get into this show. So the show picks up and Erica is at the therapist. And, I checked out at first. I said, I don't even give a damn. I really don't. Erica is, girl, go on some damn where. She was telling the therapist about how emotionally torn up she has been. She doesn't have the support that she was getting from Tom. Tom was her security net. Tom was taking care of all of her finances while he was encouraging her to get out there and do all the things that she loves. And I thought, here again, you lack empathy. Why are you on here talking about how Tom took care of everything and you miss it and he was supporting you and pushing you for your dreams when you now know, because allegedly you didn't know, but you now know that this man was supporting your dreams off the backs of other people's pain and suffering. You could not get me to get on TV and talk about the old days. You could not get me to get on TV and talk about how emotionally upset I am over the fact that this man is not here to continue to support and take care of me financially. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. And listen, I have not watched The Housewife and the Hustler Part 2 yet, but I have seen some clips and I have seen the take on social media, and people are saying that she made herself look even worse after she sat down with the victims. I did see a clip where she said that she didn't know who they were, even though she said she watched The Housewife and the Hustler Part 1. And she told them to please remind her of who they were and what happened. Who does that? Who says that to victims? First of all, you cannot tell me out of all the court battles you have gone through, out of all the court documents you have seen, that you don't know who these people are and what they have gone through. I know who the hell those people are and what they have gone through. And I wasn't a part of none of it. None of it. Okay? And then you told them that you watched The Housewife and the Hustler. So, shit, I'm tired. Erica is trying to be the victim here. You are not the victim. Even if your husband didn't tell you what was going on, yes, maybe you were blindsided. And yes, that would hurt as a wife. That would hurt me to know that. But you were not hurt like these people were hurt. You were not robbed like these people were robbed. So cut the shit. I'm just over it. She tells this therapist that she's still very upset that these ladies didn't support her, that they didn't apologize to her regarding the reversal, regarding the earrings. Ma'am, the earrings were already sold and the proceeds went to the victims. Who gives a damn? Just because the issue with the earrings was reversed, it still does not mean that you didn't know. Nothing came out that said Erica is clear and free. She had no idea that her husband was robbing these people, allegedly. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm gonna move on from this woman. Now we see Sutton at the stables with her horse. The fact that she didn't know, that the horse she was pointing to was hers, it's another thing. Girl, you done told us you paid about $47,000 for this horse. You should be able to recognize him. I'm just saying, I would. $47,000. Anyway, she's out there riding on her horse. And can I just say, I don't know a whole lot about horses, but I do know that Sutton's horse is beautiful. That horse is gorgeous and big. Oh my goodness. I wish somebody could buy me a horse. Anyway, Anyway, so Kyle shows up there and she's rolling her eyes and smiling, talking about she doesn't know if Sutton has ever ridden a horse in her life. You know that she has told you multiple times that she has been riding horses, and you just have to find a way to jab her. There, every single episode, Kyle finds a way to say something negative about Sutton. Girl, please cut the shit. Seriously. Now, her and Sutton do sit down and they have a very heartwarming conversation. Sutton was talking to her about her grief about her marriage ending. The fact that her ex-husband is moving to London because he got a promotion in his job. His career is growing. And Kyle says, well, how long have you guys been separated or divorced? And she says 6 or 7 years. But she feels like if she was to fall down or something, he's down the street, he'll take care of her and pick her up. And that's when I said, well, I've never been married. Peeps, we've gone through this. But I'm going to keep reminding you in case one of you is single and interested. Anyway, if we have been divorced or separated for 6 or 7 years, it's not that man's responsibility to pick you up. Okay, you got one hell of a settlement deal when the divorce went through. You've got alimony, child support. You also got a lump sum. Like, you are doing the damn thing. And this man is living his life and you living yours. It's time to separate and it's time for some therapy. It truly is. It's time for some therapy. That's just my take on it. For those of you who are married, for those of you who have been divorced, get down in the comments. If you have been divorced for 6 or 7 years, should you still be hanging around thinking, well, if anything falls down or if I fall, he's going to come and rescue me or she's going to come and rescue me? Should you be thinking that way? Because in my opinion, you should go to therapy and move on with your life, because no, ma'am. If I'm divorced from you, I'm not coming to pick your ass up. It's just not going to happen. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. Now, Kyle does talk to Sutton a little bit and tells her that, her and Mo was going to therapy, but she went through a lot. She was talking a lot. She was dancing a jig, a little razzle dazzle, but not saying much. The only thing that we got out of that conversation is a little bit of the same. She was a great wife. She was a great mother, and she wants to be more of a priority. I think it was really weird that when her and Mo later on in the episode were having that conversation, and he tells her that he has 85 offices and will have 100 by the end of the year. And she's talking to him about they only have one child left in the house. And, I said, wait a minute. It sounds to me like this man is full steam ahead. He is not thinking about retirement. He is not thinking about slowing down at all. And she is thinking, what's going to happen with us in our life going forward? The kids are growing up. They're moving away. They're getting married. They're having kids. They're doing this and that. What about us? I don't think that he has slid her in as a priority at all. And as far as I'm concerned, it didn't seem like the therapy was going that great anyway, because while they were sitting there talking, she was talking about her laughing in therapy. He was saying how much he kind of enjoyed therapy. It's really good. It gives me a chance to, catch up and all this stuff. What? I don't think that either one of them are taking this therapy seriously. I really don't. And I think that Mo is not trying to relax and be at home. And, he's out being the master of the universe, or trying to be. Anyway, I tell you what, Kyle has been on this show since season 1. Her and Mo have been, and she has hot danced and everything about this relationship. But Mo gets his Netflix show. We find out more about their relationship in 1 minute and 30 seconds than we have the entire time she's been on this show. Bravo, you need to tweak her paycheck. I'm just saying.
Your mom came and she talked to me and she said, I think I need space. She said to me, listen, the rules are that, you go out, you date, you do whatever it is that you want to do. Like, I'm not going to be asking you what you're doing. I don't want you to be asking me what I'm doing. Like, we are separated.
And I'm not being hard on her. I'm just saying, listen, the way she treats other people in their personal life, she needs to know everything. Be open, be honest. Just tell us what's going on. Did you sleep with Brandy? Did you kiss Brandy Glanville? Was there something going on? Does your husband know? You know what I mean? The way she did Denise. But no one can ask her about her marriage. Girl, go on somewhere. Now, Garcelle and her son, they're doing a campaign to help support people, especially children who are bullied online. They have partnered with a group called Cyber Smile. They did a little online infomercial, I believe, for a GoFundMe for this Cyber Smile. And I think that that was great. Turn something negative into something positive. I think that that was a beautiful idea. Now, Garcelle having her conversation with Jax about giving him a little freedom, giving him a little space. And she was saying that she would allow him to take an Uber for the first time by himself. And I remember having that conversation with my son, and I was scared. Oh my gosh, I was scared. First of all, I had on his location. Second of all, I had him to text me. We talked via text throughout his entire trip in the Uber. And then he texted me when he got into his friend's house. Okay, listen, I don't play when it comes to my kid. So I totally understand what Garcelle was talking about. It's very scary when the first time you send your teenager off in an Uber. I'm just saying. Anyway, less than 6 months ago, I got in an Uber to go somewhere, and my mama with my grown ass was talking to me about the Uber. Are you in the Uber yet? Text me when you get out. Why didn't you just call me? I would have picked you up. That was my mom talking to me, and I'm a grown. So, come on. Give us mamas a break. Anyway, Sutton goes on her second date with Steve, and you know what? I like Steve. Sutton and Steve went to throw darts. I thought that was really cute. I said, oh, okay, look at this. They're just having a regular date. Sutton with her rich self, and Steve, she ain't messing with no broke fellas. And I said, this is really nice. They are sitting back having drinks. The waitress brings her a vodka on the rocks as she pulls out her ocean spray out of her purse. And Steve seemed to be okay with it. And I was thinking to myself, though, Sutton, when you ordered that drink, they didn't have any ocean spray at the bar, but maybe it wasn't ruby red. She likes the ruby red. Anyway, when she pulls out her purse and she says it was a Celine, Steve says a Celine Dion, and she kind of joked, but I'm asking for myself, I don't have any fashion sense. Was she saying yes, that is a Celine Dion purse, or no? Because I thought Celine used to have a perfume, but I could be wrong. I mean, a lot of celebrities have purses and perfume and stuff, so Steve could be right. She laughed at Steve, and I was thinking the same thing as Steve. Who the hell is Celine? Anyway, when they were throwing darts, Steve tells her that she could call him the Hammer. And I laughed so hard. I said, what, Steve? No, sir. We definitely have to get to know you better, buddy. We ain't calling you the Hammer. I thought that was hilarious. So Anne-Marie invites all the girls over for a Mother's Day celebration, diamonds and champagne brunch. However, at the, champagne, she meant Corbel. And it turns out that, Sutton doesn't play with Corbel. No, ma'am. And I looked that up, the kind that she had there, and they sell that at the Target for $16.99. And Sutton, she's not drinking any champagne for $16.99 from the Target. However, Corbel people, if you are listening, send me some Corbel. I'll drink it. Shit, I ain't rich. Anyway, PK and Dorit talking on the phone. And you know what? I hate to say it, but it seems like to me, PK loves to be away from Dorit. It seems that he is really enjoying himself in London. And he wasn't making any rush to get home to celebrate Mother's Day with her. He says, you're not my mom. The way he was talking, it makes it seem like they don't really even celebrate Mother's Day. I don't know. PK could have a whole nother family over there. Who knows? Now listen, everybody knows I'm not a big fan of Anne-Marie. But I was a fan of that spread. Did you see that food? I'm always looking at the food. Anyway, the food looked delicious. And I would go, just for the snacks. Anyway, when Kyle walked into Anne-Marie's place, I thought she looked stunning from head to toe. The hair, the makeup, the outfit, Kyle was killing it. I loved every bit of it. Now, Garcelle and Erica standing in front of the jewelry and looking at that $1 million canary yellow diamond ring. When Garcelle says, this is the kind of ring you have to give a BJ every day. And, okay, I'm with Erica. Do not judge me, peeps. Do not judge me, peeps. Okay, that ring was gorgeous. And, when when a husband can afford to give you a ring like that, you probably was going to give up the BJs anyway. So, damn it, don't judge me. Moving on. I also thought that Crystal came in looking gorgeous from head to toe, and I loved the top knots and the bangs. She was giving. I loved it. She also brought a gift for the ladies, but we didn't see what the gift was. Now, Sutton, honey, listen. I guess Sutton said to herself, there's no way I can go to Anne-Marie's house without a drink. Sutton was liquored up. This woman was lit. Okay? As soon as first of all, she could barely get up the steps, talking about people should have railings. I said, well, what is wrong with this woman? How can you not get up these steps? Aren't bad. They weren't like they were steep steps. It wasn't like they were the steps from The Exorcist 1973. You know what I mean? Like, girl, get up in the damn house. Anyway, when she comes in, Garcelle says, and I quote, bitch, did you bring your own drink? because they have drinks here too. I laughed. I said, well, shit, at least she brought it in a cute little tumbler and she didn't bring a red cup, you know. Anne Marie walks up to Sutton and she said, you brought a roadie? Garcelle said she totally brought a roadie. And Anne Marie says, let me just get you a glass that you can put that in. I mean, it was a little weird. Crystal says, maybe you should get her a glass of water. Erica was so excited about the jewelry. And she said, Sutton is so vulnerable right now. Let's go get her to buy some shit. I said, oh, Lord. She knows where the money is. Remember last season when she wanted to buddy up with Diana? Had Diana buying stuff? I said, oh, gosh, Erica, please stop it. Then she talked about, the pieces she used to get and everything. I said, yep, on the back of somebody suffering. Please sit down and have several seats, Erica Girardi. Sutton's in the kitchen pouring her a drink, and production made sure that they had the I Spy on her. And all of a sudden, she's like, oh, heavy pour, heavy pour. No, ma'am, I don't believe that. If that lady hadn't walked in there and production wasn't there video recording Sutton, I don't think she would have poured any of that vodka out. I love Sutton, but I think that was exactly how much she would have put in there if nobody was watching. So Anne Marie walks up to Crystal. She wanted to, have a conversation. Erica says, oh, God. And I said it at the same time. I said, Lord, me and Erica are thinking the same way. Ooh, let me get a drink. Anyway, Anne Marie says, I need you to be positive. And she goes to talk to Crystal. Crystal just comes right out and says it. Listen, let's start over fresh and new. Let's, agree to disagree and move on from here. Anne Marie seemed to teeter a little bit. And then she says, okay, so, they decide to start over fresh. Let bygones be bygones, agree to disagree, and they hugged it out. And I said, good, now leave us alone and move on. And when I say move on, I mean move on off this program, Anne Marie. Sutton's looking at some of this jewelry, and she says, if I call Christian, you think he would pay for it? Erica said, no, but you can just send him the bill. Honey, listen, back to Christian and Sutton again. You can send me the bill, but it's not going to get paid. No, ma'am. You've already let us know that you get $300,000 a month, and that's just your spousal support, and it doesn't include your child support, and it doesn't include other things. So, ma'am, no, Christian is not paying for shit. So Sutton is sitting with the girls, and she tells them that she has had her second date with Steve. They went to throw darts. She wore jeans, and that she looked cute. He was cute, and he texted her and told her, we haven't kissed. And Erica says, yep, he wants a blowjob. Now, all of this is going down in front of the security dude. The security guy is blushing. I said, oh, God, I would be blushing too. Sutton says that he just wants a kiss. She likes to know somebody before doing all that, and a little health certification. Now, honey, listen, I understand. I'm a little bit prudish, sometimes. But I'm a lot prudish when I first meet somebody. I am one of those people. I'm sorry, I'm not judging anybody else, and I don't want anybody judging me. I do not kiss on the first date. I don't know you like that. Now, the second date, I might. I don't understand Sutton and this health certificate. I don't need a health certificate for a little kiss. I'm just saying. But whatever. Anyway, Dorit decides out of the blue to throw Kyle under the bus and says that, Kyle is giving like the best BJs, I guess because of all the jewelry that she gets from Mauricio. Erica must have felt some kind of way, because in her confessional, she says nobody has ever complained about her blowjobs, and she does not have a small esophagus. I said, Lord, this is not a competition, okay? It really isn't. We don't give a damn. Kyle says she doesn't blow and tell. Miss Kyle, I'm with you there. So Erica comes out and tells the rest of the group that she feels like she needs an apology, and she didn't feel supported throughout the whole thing. I don't know why she's forcing people. I really don't. I do appreciate Garcelle for standing on business. That's how the kids say it, stand on business. Anyway, she says pretty much, and I'm paraphrasing, I said what I said. It is what it is. And Kyle says, her only problem was that, you had no empathy for these victims. Dorit said the same thing. I thought that I was being there for you, but there was a lot of, chances that we could have got pulled into this stuff. Nobody was sitting here trying to dish out any apologies to this woman, because you don't deserve an apology. But, here's sudden, Miss, I am a peacemaker and I want to apologize to everyone. I don't know why she does this. She holds up her hand and she says, it was me, and she apologizes to Erica for the way she treated her that season. And I thought, okay, so here we go. Back when you were in Spain, you were at the church. You apologized to Kyle. Kyle did not apologize to you. You just gave this heartfelt apology to Erica, which brings Erica to tears, but Erica never once apologized to you. Okay, Erica treated you terribly, very disrespectful. She was up in your face, making those faces, screaming at you, talking about you being a Southern belle and all these other damn things, but you didn't get an apology. I need Sutton to stop apologizing to these people, because they don't apologize to her for treating her terribly. Then the next thing you know, Kyle wants to jump on the bandwagon and apologize. I'm sorry, Erica, if I didn't support you the way you deserve to be supported. I just can't. I mean, to this very day, she has not been able to show any empathy for these victims. But she deserves an apology. I'm not here for it. I don't know, peeps. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.